This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Easter Sunday. I'm Tim Gordon.
And I'm Christelle Kumway. This morning on Sunrise, a group vandalizes businesses and a police precinct in North Portland. We have photos of the damage left behind.
Plus, major disappointment for Hamilton fans. More on the flu outbreak that forced the show to cancel its weekend performances. But first, let's check in with Chris McGinnis for a quick look at the forecast. Chris?
Good morning, guys. Check out this pretty shot of Mount Hood from Timberline Lodge. Little silhouette of daylight on the horizon there, right? Not too far away from sunrise this morning. And it's nice to see the top of the mountain because the sky is clearing out. In some cases, we can even see the setting nearly full moon out there. There's the live picture from Newport and Yaquina Bay. And we'll switch gears and take you to our Rose City sky camera. There it is, about ready to sink over the West Hills. Of course, the full moon a couple of evenings ago, but wow. The fact that we can see it is nice because we're clearing out a bit. It's 41. Last check at PDX, 33. Chilly right now in Hillsborough, and Forest Grove is waking up to 31 degrees. Big picture across the state of Oregon. Where we had the snow yesterday across central and eastern Oregon. Temperatures are cold this morning, 28 in John Day, 26 in Burns. The plan for today, our Easter Sunday, it looks good. We'll have a fair amount of sunshine, especially early on. We'll go partly sunny this afternoon. It's just a smidge warmer than yesterday with highs in the upper 50s. Guys will enjoy it because rain is back in the forecast tomorrow. More on that in just a few minutes.
Of course it is. All right, some beautiful pictures this morning. Thanks, Chris. We start in North Portland with the news this morning where a group caused significant damage to businesses and Portland Police Bureau's building overnight there in North Portland. Police say the group gathered at Peninsula Park around 8 last night. They marched to North Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard where some people vandalized a Starbucks, breaking windows and launching explosive devices at the building. The group also damaged 2 banks and 3 bus shelters and set a dumpster fire behind the Portland Police North Precinct. Portland Fire responded, put out the flames. So far, no word on any arrests. Anyone with information is asked to call Portland Police.
Well, throughout the pandemic, a lot of families fell behind on getting kids their immunizations. We know a lot of focus shifted to getting the COVID vaccine. But the deadline for families to get caught up on required shots for school is coming up next week on April 20th. Yesterday, David Douglas High School teamed up with Multnomah County to host an immunization clinic. The COVID-19 vaccine is not required for students in Oregon and Washington, but parent Jenny Bronstein says she's glad it was offered.
We feel really strongly as a family about protecting not only ourselves against COVID, but those around us that are immunocompromised. So we all got vaccinated as soon as we were available to do so.
The clinics are available for youth ages 5 through 19, and the next one is this Wednesday, April 20th at West Gresham Elementary School.
Well, a lot of disappointed Hamilton fans in Portland this morning. Weekend performances, including the show scheduled for this afternoon, were all canceled because of a flu outbreak. We know many of you are asking now, what's next? Galen Etlin has the update.
The hit Broadway show and Disney Plus special Hamilton is on tour and now in Portland. Several performances were scheduled Saturday and Sunday at Keller Auditorium. But
the show was canceled. What? The show was canceled. They all got the flu.
Some ticket holders learned the news as they walked up. A flu outbreak in the company is behind the postponement.
Total bummer.
Frustrating.
Maria Belsic had a ticket for Saturday's 2 o'clock show.
I've been waiting years to see it. There are a lot of upset people. Kids crying and, teenagers crying.
We just love Hamilton.
And this family is here from Kelso.
We booked a hotel. We've been waiting a few years to see Hamilton again, so kind of sad.
A spokesperson for Broadway in Portland said, "We apologize for the disappointment and inconvenience this scheduling change has caused ticket holders." The company went on to say performances will be rescheduled and that people will receive an email update.
I hope the cast is feeling better.
Dedicated fans like Maria are ready.
Find a day. I'll be there.
Meanwhile, Portland is getting ready for its first Rose Festival in 2 years. To celebrate, the Royal Rosarians shared a blessing yesterday. It was the first public appearance for the 15 princesses on the royal court. After a message and a blessing from a pastor, a ceremony recognized members of the Rose Festival Foundation, Rose Society, and Royal Rosarians who died in the past year. With the festival finally coming back after a pandemic hiatus, Rosarians we spoke with said there's a lot to look forward to this year.
They're going to have an expanded opening for Rose Festival. I think they're going to have 2 sets of fireworks instead of just 1. And the ships will be back this year versus virtual ships.
Excellent, that sounds great. Well, the Rose Festival opening night and those fireworks begin May 27th at the Waterfront Park. And we have a whole lot more of information at KGW.com.
Oh, speaking of events, if you've been anywhere near Moda Center during concerts or Blazers games, then you know the word gridlock takes on a whole new meaning there.
Yes, and Brian Clerkley looks at a new city parking plan to reduce all that congestion.
If you've ever gone to a Trailblazers game or a concert at the Moda Center, you know a parking spot is hard to come by. According to Dylan Rivera with the Portland Bureau of Transportation, about 90 large events happen around this area each year. Thousands of people who come to the Lloyd District for these events often end up parking on nearby neighborhood streets, creating congestion, traffic, and pollution from stalling cars.
90% of the parking spaces are taken up during events. And so this event district will help manage that demand, will help make sure there's parking available for folks that live and work in the district, even on those 90 days a year when there is a large event in the area.
Clint Moran lives in the Lloyd District and experiences that congestion firsthand.
Well, it creates a situation you can't park in your own area or your own neighborhood. The Lloyd Center has a huge parking area, and it seems a shame that most of it goes unused.
To tackle all the congestion that comes with a big concert or game, PBOT wants to create a new event parking district. During these large events, PBOT will charge $3 an hour for metered parking inside the area, in hopes more people use public transit to get there or carpool. The parking is currently $1 an hour.
Well, I think it sounds like a really good idea because there's, especially with the weather getting nicer, there's going to be all kinds of things going on, and it would be really convenient and handy for everybody. It'd be great.
Bryant Clerkley reporting there. Well, for decades, timber sales from the Elliott State Forest have helped fund K-12 education in Oregon. Governor Kate Brown signed a bill this week to protect it, transitioning it into a research forest. Elliott State Forest is east of Coos Bay and stretches over more than 91,000 acres. It's full of old-growth trees and is habitat for several endangered species. Well, Senate Bill 1456 will essentially keep the forest in public hands and also means timber sales will no longer be required to support public schools. But it still creates room for some logging.
What industry in the communities in Southwest Oregon will get out of this is we will get some harvest. We will get a steady flow, 15, 17 million feet annually.
As part of the agreement, the state will pay more than $200 million to the Common School Fund. The plan also allows for more public access for recreation and education.
Well, the city of Vancouver is giving back to businesses hurt most by the pandemic. It's coming in the form of refunds on some fees the city charges. Coming up next, we'll look at the way it's impacting local businesses.